All right, we're back. Men's final. Chat. Now we can. I feel like this is going to be such a chilled stream now. This is going to be a lot less intense. But thanks for sticking around. Men's final time. We've been watching Fritz and Jodar all week. Jodar's been very impressive. Fritz has also been very impressive considering he had a bit of a knee problem in the start of the week or during the week. So he was really well, played really well in the semis against Nakashima in a 3-setter. They both had to come through 3-setters in the semis. But let's see. Can Fritz give the home crowd something to cheer about? Because unfortunately they just had to endure a bagel. But let's see. Let's see. I'm going to go Fritz in. Actually, do I go Fritz? I'll go Fritz in 3, but I don't know. I don't think this is going to be easy at all for Fritz. Jodar is going to be a very big problem. As a backhand rally to start this match. 4-1 now from Fritz into the forehand of Jodar. As Fritz 4-1 up the line to the backhand of Jodar. Fritz backhand again. Into the backhand of Jodar. Fritz wins the first point. Jodar hits it out 15-love. But yeah, this is a lot. Things are going to be a lot less intense in this match. No, that's all right, Dutchie. As with a serve, and the Jodar return goes wide, 30-love. It's just when there's when there's 100 things going on at the same time, it just gets overwhelming to then have to do something. Yeah, have to make a video about Raducanu now. Great. Oh. 40-love. Why did she pull out during this final? So annoying. These players do it on purpose, I swear. 40-love. As Fritz serves a fault, second serve. Yeah, but I don't want to make another video. I'm too tired right now. I don't want to make a news video. Eala wins a title, and then Raducanu's like, oh, by the way, I'm not playing the US. She did it because she didn't want people to know. That's why she did it. She knew that Eala winning was going to be a bigger deal, so like they snuck it in. She could have put out tomorrow. All right, Jodar hits it out. Also, I don't think it's that big of a deal because she hasn't played much anyway. Like Raducanu withdrawing is not a surprise. I don't think anybody's surprised. All right. By the way, if Jodar wins this, I think he's like number 11 or 12 in the world. So, like, how'd that happen? It's like we just met this guy and all of a sudden he's top 10. All right. Love 15. Nice serve from Jodar. Sorry, 15-love. $15-love. How's the crowd? There's still a crowd. A lot of people left. But as that goes out by Jodar and it's 15-all. Yeah, a lot of people left, which was understood. I mean, I get it. They're going out and celebrating. As Jodar serves a fault second serve. Second serve. Into the forehand of Fritz. Fritz hits it out. 30-15. Is it possible for Eala to reach WTA finals? $30-15. Okay, I hate. You're making me bad guy. See, this is. Don't ask me questions that make me look like the bad guy, right? Back in the net by Jodar, 40-15. No. So, like, the answer is no. She's 14 in the world. Okay, the answer is no. I mean, she has to. Okay, if she makes the quarters of the US Open, maybe. But there's a long way to the WTA finals. She have to do well at the US Open. US Open will quarterfinals. US Open, she'll be in the conversation. But it's yeah. Let's again. She just got to the top 20, right? Celebrate. She just won a big title. Celebrate. But there is still room for improvement. So much more to do. Like I keep saying, Noskova in Canada. That is the focus. That should be the focus. Don't look beyond that. That's the focus. WTA finals is so far away. So much time to play. Top 10 is so far away, right? Just focus on next. Or celebrate now and then don't focus on anything. Return goes in there by Jodar, by Fritz, sorry, and it's 15. So it's advantage Jodar. I can read. All right. Advantage Jodar. There's a bit of fault to conserve. So the forehand of Fritz. Return the forehand to Jodar. It's Fritz. Forehand in the net. 1-1. 1-1. All right. I'll tell you this, chat. How about this for an idea? WTA finals in the Philippines? With or without Eala? I know they're going to Indian Wells this year, but like next year, Manila hosting the WTA finals? I feel like that's not a bad idea. With or without Eala. You don't need Eala in the WTA finals for it to go to Manila. They've been to Asia before. I mean, they went to Singapore. It used to be in China. Like, they've been, I think it was in Indonesia once. Like, WTA finals in Manila. I feel like the WTA, again, even if Eala's not in the tournament, like, showcasing the best players in the world in the Philippines to kind of, again, further extend the reach over there, that wouldn't be a bad idea. There's no legit tennis courts in the Philippines. They can make one. They can make a venue. What do you mean? They can make a venue. It's easy to make an indoor tennis court. Be big crowds? Oh, yeah. We can't afford to host. I don't think I don't know what it costs to host, but I reckon it's the best idea ever. Like, WTA want a venue? Go to Manila. Go to Manila next year. All right, Fritz, 15-0. Hits a forehand, but the lob goes over his head. And then he goes round the legs, but Jodar with a great volley, 15-30. Do you have an email I can write? Why are you writing me an email? Just write it in chat. You don't need to email me. All right, 15-30. They should go to Czechia. Yeah, Czechia obviously is a good idea too. But I don't know. I feel like while the iron's hot, like, go to Philippines. I mean, I'm not thinking that Eala's going to, like, she's peaked, right? She's only 21. She's got plenty of time to be better and better and better. But, like, right now, the excitement around Eala and what they should have done is they should have gone to Manila this year. They should have not gone to Indian Wells. They should have gone to Manila this year. Because, like, right now, it is so, like, the Philippines is a tennis country right now. They're a tennis nation. 12 months from now, a lot can happen, right? As that goes out by Fritz, we got a break point for Jodar, 30-40. Is it too late to reschedule? Because I don't think Indian Wells is going to be as interesting of a venue as it could have been. I don't know if the WTA finals are going to bring... The crowds in Indian Wells are not always crazy anyway. So I don't know. I feel like I'm onto something. Anyways, good serve, Fritz, deuce. I don't know, chat. Maybe I'm crazy. All right, deuce. Yeah, by the way, people that are saying like there's no venue for WTA finals, you literally just need a stadium. Like, it's not that hard. You don't need 20 courts. You don't need a facility. All you need is one venue. Is there anywhere that they host concerts? Like, you just pick the biggest indoor facility in the Philippines that host, I don't know, Ed Sheeran, right? Or whoever comes to town, and you put a tennis court there. That's what you do. It's that simple. You don't need to build a new court. You don't need to go to an existing tennis court. You can build one inside a basketball stadium. Is there a big basketball stadium in Manila? You play there. I mean, it's not that hard. 2-1. I think some of you are thinking it's like, oh, but Cam, we don't have tennis courts. Who cares? We don't need tennis courts. You just make one. Just play in a basketball arena. I'm sure there's a basketball arena. Mall of Asia Arena can host the finals indoors. Yeah. Because you only need one court. Because they only play on one court. They don't play on court 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. WTA finals, you only need you need center court. That's it. Easy. They played in Cancun in the middle of like some resort where it was windy and shitty. I mean, they can play there. They can play in the Philippines, and I'm sure there's an indoor facility. The Philippine Arena is the largest indoor facility, 55,000 people. That's where you got to go. By the way, somebody's got to do an exhibition there for Eala in December. If somebody doesn't make an exhibition match with Eala in December in the Philippines, they're missing the chance. And I know I'm saying like all this stuff has to happen now, but the reason I'm saying it has to happen now is because lot can happen in 12 months. Lot can happen in 12 months. So you got to do it now. Eala is trending now, right? She's on fire now. You got to do these things now. They do it with Fonseca, right? When Fonseca gets hot, they're like, we got to do stuff now with Fonseca. You got to do stuff with Eala now. Because 12 months from now, so much can happen. All right. They will? Oh, yeah. Somebody will. Somebody's got to do it. You got to get Eala playing some home matches at home. I mean, look, the big one would be get Sabalenka Eala exhibition in Manila. That would be the big one. If you can get that, we'll be seeing what's going on there. I don't know if Sabalenka wants to spend her holidays in Southeast Asia, but maybe she does. Anyways, 2-1. As we'll find out from Fritz in the net, 15 love. All right, 15 love. We had a Nadal, Serena, Murray exhibition in the Philippines in 2014. Hey, there you go. There you go. All right, that 4-1 goes out by Fritz. 30 love. 30 love. See, Chad, if I was a multi-millionaire, I'd host the damn thing myself. But I don't have any of that. And I'm also too busy. I might be in the Philippines in December, so who knows? Maybe I'll go to the bloody exhibition if it happens. I'll be there in person. 40 love. If she does do an exhibition against Sabalenka or something crazy like that, I might, like if I'm in the area, I might just go to it. 40 love. And feel the crowd myself. Like get the atmosphere from a ground point, you know? All right, 2-2. Might just go there myself. Boots on the ground. I'll be. Hey, maybe I can get a free ticket because I have a YouTube channel. Hey, maybe I'll just be like, excuse me. I have a YouTube channel that's, I got 300,000 people that really like Eala and stuff. And hello? Maybe I'll be like maybe I'll cash in on the channel. Be like, oh, look, I don't mean to brag, but I got a channel that might be of interest. 30 love. 30 love. They might make you hey, look, I'll commentate the thing. Hey, call me. I'll go there. I'll go to the Philippines and I'll commentate. Come on, let's go. 30 love. Is it a backhand rally? Fritz into the forehand of Jodar. It's Fritz with the forehand on the stretch. Forehand out from Jodar on the backhand of Fritz. Into the backhand of Jodar, and Jodar hits it out. And it's 40 love. 40 love. Fritz to stay in front. There's a return. Goes the backhand of Fritz, slice up the line. Into the forehand of Jodar. Fritz. Forehand winner, 3-2. 3-2 Fritz. 3-2 Fritz. All right. 3-2. All right. Philippine Sports Arena, 25,000, and there's an arena for 55,000. Yeah. There are venues. Hey, Jermaine, thanks for coming back as a member. Appreciate it. I'll tell you, Chad, I can't wait for this match to be over so I can finally rest. I can finally rest. So there are matches going on at the moment over in Toronto. Pliskova won against Olinikova. Andreescu's playing soon. Kazakhstan is playing today. All right. Draper's playing later. The men haven't started yet because of the rain. Still raining in Montreal? Yeah, I'll tell you. It's going to be a long week in Canada. Backhand to backhand rally. There's a slice from Fritz in the net. 15 love. Eala versus Noskova rivalry could be big rivalry in the future. She has to win one, though. She has to beat Noskova to make it a rivalry. You know, you can't be. It's not a rivalry if you keep losing. So yeah, got to beat her. Is it a backhand to the backhand of Jodar? Volley from Fritz, too good. So from Jodar, my bad. Jodar, too good. 30 love. They're both wearing the same colored outfits. They're both wearing black shorts and white shirts. The headband of Fritz is the only difference. Good serve again. 40 love. Did Noskova beat Eala badly or something? Yeah, twice this year. Both times this year were straight sets and not really at all competitive. All right, 3-0. Good serving by Jodar. All right, 3 games all. All right, 3 games all. All right, 4-4 rally. As Fritz goes up the line to the back of Jodar, back into Fritz. Into the back of Jodar as Fritz with a forehand cross court. Jodar slice. And then Fritz rips a forehand cross court winner. Beautiful shot. 15 love. 15 love. All right, 30 love. Nice serving again from Fritz. All right. As Jodar. Oh, hit a return, but it's out. And Hawkeye said it was in. No, it didn't. Hawkeye said it was out as well. Hawkeye didn't say it was out. And Jodar was like, Jodar thought it was in. The crowd thought it was in as well. 40 love. Your FTL team did well this week. I know, because I had Eala and Pegula. I got super lucky. I nearly put Eala on the bench for Fernandez, but I had Eala on the team, so that was very lucky. Eala carried the team this week. It's 4-3. If Fritz wins, I might be top 5. Hey, Turth! Thanks for becoming a member. Appreciate it. I'm still a little stunned how Noskova beat Muka in the final of Wimbledon. I'm not. I'm not too surprised at that. Noskova is so good. She is so dangerous. Almost in tears when Alex won. She's turning into my favorite player. She's so legit. Oh, yeah. She is so legit. Is Raducanu out of the rest of the season? Probably. Who's my favorite umpire? The ones that we don't hear from. The ones that we don't know their names. Chat, we're so close to 3:15. Oh, we're only 11 away. Also, by the way, chat, we are collaborating with the ATP Tennis TV new app, which has been out for a few months now. So go check it out. There is a link in the description, or you can scan the QR code on the screen. If you want to, you can watch all the men's matches outside of the Grand Slams and the Davis Cup on there. You can watch replays. You can keep up to date with scores. Interviews, I think, are on there as well. So go check it out. What's my favorite racket brand? I always use Wilson, but that's not a sponsor. They should sponsor me. Sponsor Andreotic. I mean, not good enough for a sponsor? Come on. I mean, I got a bloody couch. 4-3. 4-3. Jodar, I think, is getting some strings changed. Maybe didn't calculate the conditions as much as he thought. He serves a fault second serve. How's the crowd? There's still a lot of people there. A lot of the people that were here before left, but to be fair, yesterday had more people because of Sunday, but there still are a few people hung around. Just like a few of you hung around. As a return goes into the forehand of Jodar. Fritz forehand to the forehand of Jodar, but Fritz hit it long. 30 love. As a return goes out by Fritz, 40 love. Now we got a fault second serve. Second serve, Jodar. As a return from Fritz goes up the line with a backhand. A beautiful shot. And it's 40-15. Now there's a bit of fault. Second serve. As a return goes in from Fritz. Jodar hits it in the net. 40-30. We're on the 8 away. Come on, chat. Let's go. 40-30. As a serve. Into the forehand of Fritz. Fritz. Ooh, just hits it wide. It's 4-all. Jodar holds. Fritz or Shelton serve. I'd take Shelton serve, personally. Lefty. Being a left... it's probably unpopular opinion, but I'd take Shelton serve. I think Fritz has got a more consistent serve, but also Shelton's 5 years younger, so I'd take Shelton serve. It's like a bazooka that's a little bit... He doesn't have control of it yet, but once he gets control of it, it's going to be even more dangerous in the future. So I'd take Shelton serve. He hits it so... he hit like a 151 mile an hour second serve this week. I'll take that. Fritz has got a phenomenal serve too, though. He's, top 5 server or top 3 server the last few seasons for a reason, Shelton or GMP? Ooh. Serve. The serve? You got to... GMP's unplayable. I'll take if I'm taking GMP serve. It's unplayable. You wouldn't take GMP's ground strokes in the rest of his game, but his serve, if you put his serve and you pair it up with Alcaraz or someone like ground game, Like GMP, he's like his serve is unplayable. He does get broken, but it's not because his serve's bad, right? All right, Fritz hits the backhand wide, 30-15. My GMP serve is insane. It's like when it's on, it's like literally unplayable because the second serve is just as crazy, you know. The second serve is just as insane. All right, 30-0. Fritz in trouble here. All right, 30-0. As Fritz serves a fault. Second serve. Second serve in the backhand. Jodar backhand out from Fritz. Jodar backhand again. The backhand of Fritz. Jodar another backhand. Into the backhand of Fritz. It's Jodar with a forehand. Into the forehand of Fritz. Jodar forehand again. Oh, it goes long. All right, 40-30. 40-30. All right, as we hit the deuce, good return from Jodar. All right, deuce. There's an ace from Fritz. Advantage Fritz. Advantage Fritz. All right, advantage Fritz. He serves a let on the first serve. There's a bit of fault. Second serve. There's a bit of forehand now from Jodar. Too strong. Fritz couldn't handle it. Back to deuce. What's a go-to source to find set length? I don't know. If you just look up, like, most tennis websites have it. Like tennis scoring sites. I don't know. I only know match length. But set length, I mean, you can probably find it on like a website. All right, advantage Fritz, good serving. Advantage Fritz. Fritz will win. Maybe. He's fighting hard. Good serve, Fritz. All right, 5-4. I mean, we're going to get tie breaks, right? Then again, I said that with the Nakashima match and nothing happened. All right. 5-4. Jodar serving to stay in it now. Sam Groth was the Aussie who, I mean, I think on his Instagram profile says fastest serve of all time. And that's true. Fastest recorded serve of all time is Sam Groth. Maybe I should try and maybe I need to wear protective padding and stuff, but like maybe I should message him and be like, hey, Do you want to do a video where you serve the ball and I'm trying to return it? Can I return? Chat, do you reckon I could return a Sam Groth serve? I think he lives in Melbourne. I think he's from Melbourne. I could maybe get in contact with him. Could I return a serve from Sam Groth? If he served, I don't think if he served 10, I'd say no. I wouldn't be. I'd get a racket to it, but I couldn't return it. If he served 100 serves, could I return 1 out of 100? I reckon he'd just body serve me. I'm I don't want that smoke. I don't want to do it. I don't think I mean, I don't know. He'd throw in one bad serve. Like there's no way he serves 100 ridiculous serves. Also, I mean, Grothy is like, he's 10 years ago was when he was like, peak. I mean, he still has a serve for sure. Could I get back 1 out of 100, you reckon? I reckon I could get 1. Maybe? Unless he just body served me the entire time and just tried to kill me. I don't know what. That's why I got to wear like a chest guard and a helmet. I reckon I could get 1 back. He's got to throw in 1 slow ball. There's going to be 1 that he... Oh. I don't know. Oh, 1 out of 100 seems possible. I could, if he did 10 serves, I couldn't return 1. I reckon if he did 10, that wouldn't be enough. Especially if he did 10, I hadn't, like, it's going to take me some time to, like, it'll take me at least 20 serves to get an idea of the pace. I can play tennis, chat. It's not like I've never played tennis before. It's not like Andy Murray versus KSI, right? I've played tennis. It's just whether or not I can read his serve. Also, how big's the court? How far back can I stand? He'd kill me though. He would try and go for the head. It'd be interesting though. Probably funny. And he seems like a cool guy. 40-15. I reckon I could get 1 back. Out of 100? 1 out of 100? Come on, that's a... I give myself a 1% chance. Come on, that's not... I do feel like that's pretty accurate. Anyway, Jodar holds 5-all. I think I could. I couldn't get... I don't think I could get... If it was 10 serves, I don't think I could get 1. I mean, look, I would... Maybe I could, but I think 10 serves would be too hard. I'd get 1. I reckon I could get 1. But the thing with Grothy is he's going to have like kick serves and they're going to kick. They're going to fly off the court. And then he's going to body serve me, not to mention just hitting massive serves down the tee. I mean, he's going to, like, it's going to take a minute to figure it out. Like, trying to feel it out. But 1 out of 100? All right. I don't know. It'd be interesting. Anyways, left 15. You got to back yourself. I'll get 1 back. Do I have health insurance? Of course. Anyways, love 30. Fritz in trouble. 1 out of 100. I mean, this is a thing, chat. See, I've played tennis, so I'm realistic. It's the people that don't play tennis that think they can get a game off a pro, right? They're the people that think they can get a game off a professional have never played tennis. They don't understand how hard it is. I played tennis So I kind of go, okay, I'm going to set the bar low. Good serve, Fritz, 15-30. As a return goes the forehand of Fritz, backhand from Jodar. Into the backhand of Fritz, it's Jodar forehand. Again to the forehand of Fritz, Jodar forehand goes in the net. It's 30-all. Now we're talking about if I met Sam Groth today, we did this serving challenge today. We're talking about today. Not if he was at his if he was prime Groth, no chance. But I'm talking about today. Like if this was going to be something that we actually did. As a return goes the net from Jodar, 40-30. I'd get one back. I'd return a serve. I'd get one of his serves back. I'm a good returner. All right, Fritz holds 6-3. 6-5, sorry. 6-5. I'd get one back. 1 out of 100? 1. I'd get one. Out of 100? I'd get one back. I'd have to practice, but a lot. I'd have to go out there with like with a tennis ball machine that's just like shooting like 200-mile-an-hour balls, but I'd get one back. I think he lives in Melbourne. Anyways, 6-5. The spin and the pace of the pros on the serve is insane. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I'm scared of him serving like 150 miles an hour, obviously, but it's more what's going to be harder is trying to read the spin off that kick, right? If I was returning against him, and because he's not going to hit 150-mile-an-hour serves 100 times in a row, he's going to mix it up. So he's going to serve huge kick, and that's going to be even just as hard to get back. You know? Yeah. Yeah, the kicks are he's not just gonna hit, and then changing it up is gonna break my rhythm because he might hit five big serves in a row, but I might start to read it a bit better, and then he does a kick serve, and it's like, oh, so or he does a slider out wide, you're like, oh, anyways. Be cool. I think I loved Grothy back in the day when he was playing. Him and Leighton playing Davis Cup together. Grothy was a vibe. Like he's awesome. He was so fun to watch. And that big booming serve. Like, remember he played Federer at Wimbledon once. Like Grothy was awesome. So I'm sure, and he seems like a cool guy. Like when you see interviews and stuff, he seems like a good, cool dude. So that'd be fun. 15 love. Jodar serving to get to a tiebreak. And there's a bit of serve again. Into the forehand of Fritz. Jodar forehand. Again to the forehand of Fritz. Up the line of the backhand of Jodar. Fritz with a slice. Jodar. Another forehand to the backhand of Fritz. There's Jodar forehand again. Goes into the forehand of Fritz. Jodar backhand again to the Fritz forehand. And Fritz hits a winner. Beautiful shot. 15-0. Can I narrate the plays? Oh, yeah. I'll do a whole thing. That'd be actually really fun. First serve's a fault, second serve. It's got a backhand rally. Another one from Fritz. Into the backhand Jodar, who hits a passing shot winner. Too good. 30-15. 30-15. There's a bit of fault from Jodar, second serve. There's a bit of backhand rally. Into the forehand of Fritz now is Jodar forehand. Again to the forehand of Fritz. Jodar again forehand to the forehand of Fritz. Into the forehand of Jodar. Fritz forehand up the line. Oh, he overhits it. 40-15. 40-15. As we got a fault, second serve. As we got a backhand now into the backhand of Fritz. Backhand from Jodar. Again to the forehand of Fritz. And Fritz hits a lovely inside-out winner. All right, 40-30. As Jodar serves. Massive serve down the tee. Fritz in the net. All right, we're going to a tiebreak. No surprise. We're going to a tiebreak. All right, who's winning the tiebreak, chat? Let me know. Hey, we got to 315K while I was yapping. Thank you. Chat, we got there. Woo! 315. Let's go. All right, Fritz serves. And the Jodar backhand goes wide. 1 love Fritz. 1-0 Fritz. As we return now, the backhand of Jodar, and he smacks it up the line for a winner. 1-1. 1-1. All right, Jodar serves again. A fault, second serve. Second serve, Jodar. Into the forehand of Fritz. Deep into the forehand of Jodar. Fritz with the backhand. Into the backhand of Jodar. As Fritz backhand up the line. Jodar gets a forehand into the forehand of Fritz. Again, the forehand of Jodar. As Fritz again with a forehand. Goes the forehand of Jodar. As Fritz forehand again. Jodar deep into the forehand of Fritz again up the line to the backhand of Jodar. And Jodar hits across court. But he missed it wide. 2-1 to Fritz. He gets the mini break. 2-1 Fritz. 2-1 Fritz. Fritz serves. Ace out wide. 3-1 Fritz. 3-1 Fritz. Serving to the backhand of Jodar. Backhand of Fritz up the line. Beautiful shot, Fritz. 4-1. What a beautiful backhand from Fritz. 4-1. 4-1 Fritz. By the way, currently, Fritz has just totally gone off like in this tiebreak. No surprise, but his performance tracker, he was around a 6 or 7.0, and then he's gotten this tiebreak. He's up to a 9. All right, 4-2. Jodar with a good serve. Jodar's forehand's not doing as well as it was yesterday or the other day against Tabilo. Remember, the forehand was like super, super high. A lot of errors in this match, considering how good the serving has been the standout. But yeah, both these guys are making a lot of forehand errors, which is not ideal. Their serves are keeping them close. All right, 4-2. Now got a fault. Second serve. Second serve, Jodar. And Fritz returns it into the front of Jodar. Jodar in the net. 5-2 Fritz. And he is going to serve it out. Or have a chance to serve it out. 5-2 Fritz. Double mini break. 5-2. As that goes in the net by Jodar. Fritz too strong. And 6-2. Fritz got 4 set points to take the first set. How has Fritz's knee looked in the last match, or this match so far? It looks fine. He said it flared up against Mickelson, but he looked okay in the semis, and he looks fine now. Serve in the back, and Jodar goes long, and there's the first set. Fritz! Very good set by Fritz. A very good tiebreak by Fritz. Very good tiebreak by Fritz. Remember, Fritz has been in like 4 finals this year, and he's won 0 titles. He had championship point against Shelton in Dallas. He lost to Shelton again in Stuttgart. He lost to Tiafoe in Halle. And now he's here. So he wants a title. He's had a tough run in finals this season. Didn't do anything on clay, but I don't think he expected. I mean, he didn't play on clay, right? He withdrew from most of the tournaments. 2 break points in that set, 1 each. No breaks of serve. 7.5 performance rating from, for Fritz. A 6.8 for Jodar. Shot quality, 8.3 on the serve for Fritz. A 7.7 for Jodar on the serve. Jodar's forehand, a 6.7, which is way lower than it should be. His average has been a 7.6. And Fritz's forehand's also only at a 7.2. In fact, every single shot, both these guys, every shot they played is a little below average. Both their backhands are actually above average, but everything else is below average. And their backhands are not really seen as their weapons, or at least not for Fritz. A lot more errors than winners. 6 winners, 16 errors from Jodar. 10 winners, 17 errors from Fritz. A lot of forced errors, which you'd expect, from the serving. 14 return errors, forced errors from Jodar because Fritz's serve, but also 10 when Jodar served to Fritz. So the returning is pretty bad in this match, but that's because the serving is ridiculous. Their serving is very, very is going to make their returns look bad. All right, Fritz takes the first in the tiebreak. All right, let's see how the second set goes. No breaks yet. Jodar, I think, is serving first. Yes. Serving first in the second. That was a pretty quick set as well. That was a pretty quick set. All right, Jodar serves. A fault. Second serve. As a return goes into the forehand and Fritz up the line in the nets. 15 love. 15 love. All right, that goes out by Jodar. It's 15-0. As that goes out by Fritz. As the return goes to the forehand of Jodar. Fritz with the forehand again. The forehand of Jodar. Jodar in the net. And it's 30-0. 30-all. A chance for Fritz to get another break point chance. As with a fault, second serve. As a return goes into the backhand of Jodar, forehand from Fritz to the backhand of Jodar. As we get another backhand from Fritz, Jodar backhand again to the backhand of Fritz. Fritz hits it long, 40-30. 40-30. As the backhand to backhand rally now, a forehand from Fritz, and Jodar forehand goes in the net. We get the deuce. All right, Jodar in trouble. As that goes out on the return for Fritz. Advantage Jodar. As he serves another fault, second serve. All right. Advantage Jodar. As we do a return from Fritz in the forehand of Jodar. Fritz. Forehand to the backhand of Jodar. That's Fritz forehand again, cross court. Slice Jodar goes in. And then Fritz with the forehand up the line. Jodar puts up a lob. But it goes wide and we get the deuce again. Back to deuce. All right, let on the first serve. As a return, goes in the forehand of Jodar. Lob goes up by Fritz. Goes wide. All right, advantage Jodar. Advantage Jodar. As the return goes back in Jodar, back in for Fritz. Up the middle. As Fritz again with the backhand is Jodar. Again to the forehand of Fritz. The forehand of Jodar. Fritz forehand again. Jodar goes into the Fritz backhand. Into the slice of Jodar, and Jodar in the net. And we get to deuce. As the return goes into the forehand of Jodar, Fritz backhand cross court, Jodar pass. Fritz with a lovely drop volley. Jodar can't get it. Advantage Fritz. Break point again. Advantage Fritz. To take the break. As the return goes into the forehand of Jodar. Forehand for Fritz again. The forehand of Jodar. Jodar shanked it long. Fritz has got to stand a break in this final. All right. Fritz breaks. All right. Fritz with the set and the break. Fritz will need this match. Well, yeah. I mean, he's doing his best. All right. Jodar's just fixing his shoe, which is what the delay is. All right. Fritz with the set and the break. Jodar just relacing his shoes. Okay. This seems... Doesn't he have a new pair of shoes? He's putting in new shoelaces. Didn't he have a separate pair of shoes? You could just chuck another shoe on? I guess not. I guess he has not got any shoes. And he's relacing his shoe. Maybe he just wants that. He wants to use that shoe because that's a special shoe. So he's changing the laces on that. He had to pull the laces out of a new shoe to give it to his old shoe. And Fritz is just waiting. It's taking forever. People are trying to get back into the seats. Cam, who's your watch along going to be for tomorrow in Canada? I don't know. No idea. I haven't thought that far ahead. It depends on the schedule. I'm guessing we're going to be watching some seeded players tomorrow, so we'll be back to watch. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if it's. I think it's bottom half of the draw, right? So men's side, maybe Demon plays Rublev. Yeah, I don't know. It really depends on today because the weather is shitty. So I don't even know who's playing. On the women's side, we're starting. Actually, on the women's side, we're starting to get matches. So I think Swiatek plays tomorrow. We'll watch her for sure. She plays tomorrow night, yeah. So we'll definitely watch Swiatek. I think Sabalenka plays tomorrow, so we'll probably watch her. Yeah. On the men's side, I don't know. But yeah, on the women's side, probably, yeah, Sabalenka and Swiatek tomorrow. Maybe. Sinner will lose tomorrow. He's not playing tomorrow. Sinner's not playing at all this week. All right, 30 love. I think they've already announced Swiatek's playing, right? Tomorrow? Because Eala, they announced, is playing later. All right. 40 love, Fritz. So yeah, so there's some names there. As a return from Fritz goes, Jodar goes to corner. Fritz hits it wide. 40-15. (40-15). As a backhand return, goes into the corner. Fritz. Jodar forehand goes wide. And Fritz takes the lead. 2 love in the second. Two love Fritz. As in a forehand rally. Up the line of the backhand of Jodar. Backhand for Fritz. Sliced. Into the backhand of Jodar. As Fritz backhand up the line again. Jodar gets it back. Into the forehand of Fritz, who crushes a winner. Beautiful shot. Love 15. By the way, Chad, I just had a thought. Should I color these frames different colors for the slams? That'd be cool, wouldn't it? Wouldn't it be cool to have the French Open be like orange? Maybe that's what I could do. Because I was thinking of ways to figure out who's what tournament. Maybe I could paint this one green. That'd be cool, right? Love 30. Yeah, each one the different slams. So then you know which slam is which. Love 30. No? Okay. All right, love 30. Maybe I'll do a test. And if it doesn't work, I won't do it. I'll just do a test. A test paint. Second serve, the backhand of Fritz. Backhand from Jodar. Into the backhand of Fritz. Jodar backhand. Again, the backhand of Fritz. And Jodar goes up the middle. Fritz with a forehand cross court. Jodar. Again to the forehand of Fritz. Off the tape. Into the forehand of Jodar. Fritz. Forehand again. As Jodar goes up the line of the backhand of Fritz. Jodar backhand. On the stretch, Fritz with a fine cross-court. Jodar gets it. Fritz, fine again. Up the line. Jodar's there with a backhand, but it's in the net. And Fritz has got love 40 for a double break in the second. How do you pick the colors? Easy. Just like green for Wimbledon, orange for Roland Garros. I don't know, Australian Open can be like a blue or something, and then US Open could be like a, I don't know, yellow or something. I don't know. Serve into the forehand of Fritz. Jodar drop shot wide. Fritz double break 3-love. Three love. I need to reorganize my back wall anyway. It's a bit cluttered. All right, 3-love. Fritz with a double break now, and his serve has been unbreakable, so watch out. This is not going to be... I mean, it's going to be real tough for Jodar now. All right. By the way, chat, I'm just looking here. What a ridiculous 24 hours. Combined, the Eala Pegula match, combined with both streams, over 1 million views. What the hell is even that? That's insane. That is crazy. We've only ever had one stream go over 1 million views before, and that was the Alcaraz Djokovic 23 final, Wimbledon. But this is as close as it gets. That's crazy. Obviously, the rain delay helped or whatever, but that's insane. That's crazy. The Eala effect, I know, right? Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, shout out to Deb. Because if Deb wasn't here, it wouldn't have happened. You know, if Deb wasn't here, it wouldn't have been. Those streams were crazy. The Eala streams are hectic. It's like watching a Sinner Alcaraz final every day. It's like watching a Sinkeraz final every match. The chat flying off the screen. All right, 15-love. Fritz with a double break. By the way, Deb, no caps. Come on, you know the rules. 15-love. Now they're going to follow second serve. Serve into the backhand of Jodar. Fritz with the backhand again. The backhand of Jodar. That's Fritz backhand again. Goes long. 15-0. 15-0. We need the Alex Army. I feel like there isn't. It is the Alex Army is the Philippines. Like that's what the Alex Army is anyone with a Filipino flag at a tennis match. They're part of the army. As the return goes in the net by Jodar, 30-15. Bianca's coming on court soon. All right. I'm going to have a nice breakfast watching a lot of tennis off stream today. And prepping for tomorrow. It feels like we've been in Washington a lot more than I expected. I think we watched like 20 matches this week. As we're going to find out from Jodar, that's a winner. 30-0. Jodar trying to get one of these breaks back. I also have to do some wet weather activity preparation because next week we might have some wet weather. And I have some ideas that I want to do on stream that we can muck around with while we have rain delays. because I know it's going to rain next week. We're going to have, and if not next week, Cincinnati will rain. Into the forehand, into the backhand of Jodar, backing up from Fritz. Into the backhand of Jodar, it's Fritz backing again. To the backhand of Jodar, Fritz forehand. Into the forehand of Jodar, Fritz again with the forehand, but Jodar hit it out 40-30. 40-30.
Cheers, dude.
Tie.
Appreciate all that you do.
Thank you for the 50. Appreciate that. Ty, can we get some salutes in the chat for Ty? That's very generous. Thank you for the $50. 40-30. Serve to the forehand of Jodar. Forehand for Fritz. The forehand of Jodar. Fritz with a lob. Goes long. We get to deuce. All right. Thank you for the 50, Ty. That's very generous. All right. Deuce. Still watching from Manila. Rooting for Taylor. Legend. You are a legend. Shout out to all the people that stayed up in the Philippines, even though Eala won and you could have gone to sleep. That's special. That's something that you're. That's awesome to hear. Backhand to backhand rally. Now the forehand from Jodar. Fritz puts up a lob. Jodar lets it bounce. Hits a smash. Puts it away. Advantage Jodar to get one of the breaks back. Advantage Jodar to get back one of the breaks. There's a default second serve. Oh, double fault! All right, Fritz gives one of the breaks back. 3-1. Fritz still leads with a break, but Jodar gets one back. All right. Back to Jodar. As a return goes in, the backhand of Jodar, backhand from Fritz. The backhand of Jodar is Fritz forehand. Into the forward of Jodar on the stretch. Fritz up the line. Jodar gets it back with the backhand. Fritz backhand cross-court winner. Too good. I think Jodar thought one of those shots was out, but Fritz hit the line. Love 15. As we return, forward to hand rally as Jodar hits in the net, love 30. And again, Jodar is not playing well on the ground. Fritz is up to an 8.4 performance rating. He's going way up. And his ground strokes are getting better, Fritz. Jodar is making a lot of forehand errors. Fritz is limiting his errors, which is helping him a lot when he gets the returns. Also, Fritz's returns are getting better too. Great serve though, Jodar. He's really living off that serve. 15-30. All right, 15-30. As Fritz returns it deep into the foot of Jodar. Oh, Jodar hit the line. That was close. 30-all. That was so risky. But it paid off. 30-all. As Jodar serves again. Into the forehand of Fritz. Fritz in the net. 40-30. Jodar to close the gap. (40-30). As he serves a fault. Second serve. Second serve. Into the forehand of Fritz. Return goes to forehand of Jodar. Fritz. Forehand cross court. Jodar slices it back. As Fritz goes cross court again. Jodar slices again. Fritz on the attack. Is Jodar just running side to side. Fritz back in the net. Great defense. Jodar holds. Fighting back. But he's still down a break. 3-2. Fritz. All right. 3-2 Fritz in the second. By the way, chat, yesterday I had the greatest idea. So this iPod, right? By the way, chat, you should all get yourselves an iPod if you haven't. They're great. So this iPod I found at a secondhand store. I bought a bunch of them. It's got 16 gigabytes on it. I just put all my favorite songs on this thing. This is like my favorite music. It's so great. Like every song on this is a banger, in my opinion. It's so fun to listen to. I love it. So this is going in my car as a best of my favorite songs. So every time I'm driving, I have my favorite song. I don't have to use my phone. I also have another one. This one doesn't work though. The battery doesn't work. And it has a camera on it too. I forgot they have cameras. Do they have Bluetooth? No. I think the iPod Touch does. This does. I don't think this does. That's okay. I have an aux cable. But yeah, it's so fun. And the sound is so good. The quality of the music on this thing sounds so much better than my phone. Okay. 3-2 Fritz. They still sell them? No, you got to find them in the wild. Like this one's so scuffed. Like they all come in like terrible condition. But this one here, this had like 1,000 songs on it from the previous owner. So this is like, they had some good taste. All right, 3-2 Fritz. As that backhand goes wide by Jodar. And it's 15-love. $15-love. If you go to like a second-hand store, you'll find them easy. They should have them. And people don't want these ones for some reason. They don't want the nanos, but like these were sitting in the front of the store for months before I decided to snap them up last week. Maybe that's what I'll do this morning. I'll go see if they've got any new ones, any old ones, any new old ones. 30-love. It's so much fun when you find them with songs on them, though. That's why I get them. As the backhand goes out by Fritz, 30-15. Like when they've got somebody else's music on it, it's really fun because you get a whole bunch of free songs, but also like you get an insight into the previous owner's like taste in music, right? As it a find now winner from Fritz, 40-15. What type of music was on it? This one has mainly late 2000s or 2000s, like 2000s rap, R&B, club music. Like it's very like a lot of bass. Like this is like what you'd play in your car if you have a subwoofer and like like your car was like going like this is this is very fun. This one had like Michael Bublé and like a lot of 80s stuff. And this one has a lot of J-pop from the 2000s, which I don't. I mean, I've heard K-pop, and I've been to Japan. I've heard like the music, but this has like a lot of like early 2000s Japanese pop, which like it's got like 600 songs. I've never heard of them, but it's a vibe. Very very different. Anyways, 4-2. As the forehand rally up the line to the backhand of Jodar. Backhand out from Fritz into the forehand of Jodar. And it's Fritz forehand in the net. 15 love. And then my beast of an iPod that I found at the same place, that has a lot of this same sort of music. So maybe the person that owned this owned that. I don't know. I just use my phone and a wireless speaker. Yeah, but that's because you're boring. And that's okay. 15 love. As Jodar serves. Into the forehand of Fritz, and Fritz shanks at 30 love. I've got an original iPod and Nano and Shuffle. Oh, nice. 30 love. I bought a CD Walkman at a yard sale last year. Still works. Love that. I love that. Uh, 30 love, Jodar. Serving to the forehand of Fritz. Return goes to the forehand of Jodar. Fritz with a slice backhand. Jodar's going to get there with a pass, but it's in the net. All right, 30-15. Still use my iPod and Nintendo DS. Nice. Yeah, it's just a different. Yeah, I don't know. It's just fun playing it. Like, yeah, it's so fun playing with old tech. As a backhand return goes the forehand of Jodar. Fritz with the forehand goes long, and it's 40-15. Maybe Cam has it now. Has what? As with a second serve. Oh, double fault. 40-30. iPod Classic 7. 160 gig. Those are the best for storing music. Yeah, but I'll tell you, it's kind of fun to have like a 1 gig first generation Nano that has 100 songs. Because like you have to curate. Like this is going to be my all-time favorite song list, right? Because you can only put 100 songs on this, or 150 songs. So like you have to choose. And I love that. I love that you have to pick your favorites. Like you can't just throw every album you've ever had. And, you know, like this is like, I love that there's like a restriction on how much you can put on it. You know? It's so much more fun. You have to curate your playlist, right? It's like this is basically a playlist, right? All right, Deuce. I love it. It's just so fun, this one as well. All right, nice serving from Jodar, advantage. Have I seen the new Spider-Man? I have, yes. I saw it last week. Saw it on Thursday. I should start burning music again? Oh, yeah. Definitely. I mean, if it wasn't for this, there wouldn't be an iPhone. So these are what started the iPhone. As with a forehand winner forehand error from Fritz, 4-3. Actually, to be real, this is why we have iPhones. The iPod Touch is why we have iPhones. And it's why my phone looks like this. Like, I have a Samsung, right? And the reason why my phone looks like that is because of this thing. But also because of this thing, because this was before that, right? Like, all of this tech is the reason why our phones are the way they are. Right? They started the trend. I love this one. It just looks like a little remote. Does it have video on this one? I don't think it does. No. I can hear that click. Classic. Am I going to go watch Doomsday? Of course. I'm invested. I'm a Marvel. I'm invested in Marvel. I have been for years. Since the first Iron Man. I've been. They got me with Iron Man. And ever since I've been. I've watched almost all of them at the cinema. I went and saw Infinity War the day it came out. I remember I lived in the city and I went to the City Theater and it was crazy. Have I seen the Michael Jackson movie? No, I didn't get a chance to see that. Unfortunately. I still have my LG Roomba phone and still works. I play Tetris on it. Nice. All right, Fritz serving 4-3. I still have a VHS player and show my kids my family vacations when I was a kid. Yeah, I got a VHS player too. But I don't have any VHS because my parents do though. 15 love. Did you make a preview video for this final? No, I didn't. 15 love. As we just serve again. Here's a fault, second serve. As with a 4-4 rally. Backhand from Jodar's good. Fritz with a volley. And Jodar missed the pass. Just 30 love. 30 love. Need to transfer them into a DVD. Yeah. I've got a VHS DVD recorder that I need to use to what do you call it? Transfer stuff. First serve with a fault, second serve. As 4-1 from Fritz up the line. Jodar puts up a lob. Fritz with a forehand to the backhand of Jodar. Fritz backhand again. Into the forehand of Jodar. It's Fritz. Another forehand to the forehand of Jodar. Fritz forehand again. Jodar with a slice. Oh, Jodar's down. He just slipped. 40 love. Jeez, that was a scary slip though. All right, 40 love. He's all right. He gets back up, but geez, that was not easy. That was not a fun. That was not fun. That could have been real sketchy. I think he slipped after he hit the ball, so maybe it wasn't as scary as it looked at first thought. All right, 40 love. As that goes out by Jodar on the return. And Fritz takes the 5-3 lead in the second. 5-3. Still play my CDs on a boombox? Yeah, it's fun. All right, here we go. Jodar serving to stay in the match. Serves an ace. 15 love. Has it a point in the net by Fritz. 30 love. As Fritz, so Jodar hits a fault, second serve. All right, double fault Jodar. 30-15. As a return from Fritz goes wide, 40-15. As a fault, second serve. As a return goes the forehand of Jodar, forehand from Fritz. He's a winner, 40-30. As Fritz in the net, Jodar holds. And it's going to be Fritz serving for the championship. His first title of the year. And he's been a bunch of finals, so... yeah. All right, Jodar's just getting some treatment on the arm when he fell over. Or when he slipped. All right. Who do you think... what do you think of Shelton and his selling? What is he selling? Is he selling like merch or something? Rafa said, what an incredible week it is for DC. Well deserved. Yeah. Yeah, Jodar... is he getting medical timeout or is just... I'm sure he's getting medical timeout, probably. He did slip and sort of landed on his arm, which was a bit awkward. Whew. He's just getting some treatment. To make sure that he is okay. The ladies showed great sportsmanship to each other in the interviews. Oh, yeah, for sure. Did not break Fritz here. Do not break Fritz here, okay? I won't. I'm happy tennis is becoming more popular now. Yeah, it's definitely becoming... it's definitely increasing popularity in newer areas, right? Or renewing it, like with Brazil, right? Having Fonseca, right? There's a lot of players that are reinvigorating tennis in their countries. Yeah, Turkey, Brazil, Philippines, yeah. All right, Jodar's back on court. Is Fritz going to serve the match? Fritz serving for the championship. All right, great serve. 15-love. Serve again. Into the front of Jodar. Fritz to the backhand, Jodar. That's Fritz backhand again. Jodar backhand up the line. Winner. 15-0. Great shot. $15-0. And with a fault second serve. As the return goes into the forehand of Fritz. Jodar slice. To the backhand of Fritz. Cross court the backhand of Jodar. Fritz wins the point. Jodar hits it long. 30-15. As a return from Jodar goes to the backhand of Fritz. Jodar backhand up the line. Fritz gets it back. Into the forehand of Jodar. Fritz on the attack. Jodar's backhand is good though, and Fritz is in a little trouble. Jodar goes up the line. Fritz to the backhand cross court. Jodar gets it. There's Fritz. Forehand again, the forehand of Jodar. Into the Fritz forehand as we get a forehand again from Jodar. Goes long. Fritz has got championship points. 40-15 to get his first trophy of the year. 40-15. Championship points. Serve. Into the back of Jodar. Return the back of Fritz. Fritz hits it out. 40-30. One saved. Championship point number 2. 40-30. Championship point number 2 for Fritz. Serve is a fault. Second serve. Into the backhand of Jodar. Return goes to the forehand of Fritz. Jodar forehand. Again to the forehand of Fritz. Jodar. Forehand again to the forehand of Fritz. Jodar with a backhand now. Into the forehand of Fritz. Fritz can't get it. Jodar too strong. Deuce. Nice play by Jodar to survive. Deuce. All right, deuce. There's a serve again for Fritz. Here's a fault. Second serve. Serving to the forehand of Jodar. Fritz with the forehand again. The forehand of Jodar. That's Fritz. Forehand cross-court winner. Advantage Fritz. Match point number 3. championship point number 3. Fritz to take his trophy. First title of the year in his 4th attempt. All right, championship point. There's been a fault, second serve. Second serve into the forehand of Jodar. Forehand from Fritz. Again, the forehand of Jodar. That's Fritz. Forehand down the middle. Jodar cross-court forehand. Fritz on the stretch goes wide on the forehand cross-court, and it's deuce. And we get to deuce. I need money. Who can help me? I can help you with some advice. Apply for jobs. Just apply. Apply for some jobs. As with a backhand. Into the backhand of Jodar. Jodar in the net. Advantage Fritz. Fourth championship point. Fourth championship point. Serve again. Into the forehand of Jodar. Return goes back into Fritz. Jodar forehand. Again to the forehand of Fritz. It's Jodar. Forehand again. The forehand of Fritz up the line of the back of Jodar. Fritz. Slice. In the net. We're back to deuce. Back to deuce. Jodar is not going away. Back to deuce. All right, back to deuce. Serve again. Into the back of Jodar. Return goes into the back of Fritz. Jodar back on the stretch. Fritz up the line. Goes long. Advantage Jodar. To get back on serve. Remember, Fritz was up a double break as well in this set. 3-love double break. Advantage Jodar. 4 championship points saved. Serving to the back of Jodar is a fault. Second serve. As with a forehand from Fritz to the back of Jodar. Fritz wins a point. Jodar in the net. Jodar backhand in the net. Deuce. Fritz serves. Fritz serves a fault. Second serve. As a return from Jodar goes into the forehand of Fritz. Jodar forehand on the attack. Goes long. Advantage Fritz. 5th championship point. Advantage Fritz. To take home the trophy. He just needs a big serve, Fritz. He hasn't been able to get any easy... he just needs a free point here with the big serve. Serve. Into the forehand of Jodar. Return goes into the forehand of Fritz. Jodar forehand. Into the forehand of Fritz. As Jodar forehand again into the forehand of Fritz. But Jodar hits it long. And Fritz finally wins a trophy in 2026. That was not easy to try and win that trophy too. I mean, first set, played a good tiebreak. Second set, almost let it slip. But Fritz is the champion. And Jodar's only going to get better. We've been watching Jodar a bit the last 6 months. Great showing on hard courts. He's going to be a problem at the US Open. But Fritz, he gets it done. Relief, I think, for Fritz. And he's the Washington champion. The Americans are stuck around after the women's final. They got to cheer for something. They got their money's worth for that final as well. I mean, what a day of finals. GG's. Nice win for Fritz. Jodar's going to only get better. He's only 19, right? He's already won a title on a clay court. He made a 500 final. Super, super dangerous. Expect much more problems. I mean, even next week in Canada. Canada's open. Canada is open. And Jodar should be on the radar for potential champions, right? I mean, next week is up for grabs. So yeah, should be really fun to see how he does next week. But Fritz is the champ, and he wins his first title of the year. All right, and he's had some heartbreaking finals this year too, so relief for Fritz. All right. We're going to stick around for a bit, and then we get out of here so I can make some videos. And then I'll do it all again tomorrow. Back again tomorrow. By the way, Andreescu is up 5-2 against Bartunkova. First set, nice. Montreal has restarted, yep. Fritz just finally won a 500, yep. First title above 250 since 2022. Really? Wow, that's a long time since. Well, was that Tokyo? Was that Tokyo 22? I think he won Tokyo in 22, right? Pretty sure he did. Yeah, it was Tokyo, yeah. I thought so. I can remember him winning that. Right, yeah. So it's all the matches have started back in Canada, which is nice. A lot of tennis being played in Canada. These guys should try to win something until Carlos comes back. Well, that's true. The opportunity's there, you know. While Carlos and also Sinner and Djokovic are not there next week. Next week is going to be a big opportunity for somebody to win a 1,000. Zverev is obviously there, but it is not Zverev's. It is Zverev's title to lose, but backing Zverev doesn't always can sometimes be a little sketchy. So there might be a chance there for one of these guys to win Canada. You know, this could be the Canadian final potentially. All right, see you later, Deb. Thanks for all the work today and yesterday. It's been a big couple of days. Unexpectedly crazy week. This week was not how I planned on coming back to streams. It was it was like watching a Grand Slam. I think Carlos going on a winning spree when he gets back. I think it'll take a little bit of time for him to get comfortable, but once he has the confidence in his wrist again, because that's going to take some time, he'll be fine. Like if Alcaraz, first, how does his wrist react? But then if it's okay, then like he regains confidence in, like, because it's going to be a little bit nervous for him to come back with the wrist out of fear of hurting it again, right? So if he comes back and he feels fine, I don't think it'll take very long for him to start regaining his form. Draper's match got moved to tomorrow. Did it? I don't know. It didn't rain today. Yeah, we got out of it. We got out of this without any interruptions. which is nice. You don't think Fritz can win Canada? What? Yeah, I do think so. You're an amazing streamer. Hey, thank you. Appreciate it one day. Thank you for having the patience with us in chat, especially answering our questions. Hey, no worries. That was good yesterday because I feel like when we're doing matches all the time, don't get an opportunity to just kind of like chill. And yesterday was a good opportunity for that. We kind of it was a good chance to just sort of talk about what's going on, you know, with in the tennis world, and then just kind of like not be distracted. Like I'm always distracted by the matches, right? So it was good day. It was a fun stream yesterday, even though it was watching weather, like watching the rain. It was still fun. When does Taylor have to play first match in Canada? Tomorrow, Wednesday? I would say, I think Wednesday. I think these guys, everyone who played today will play on Wednesday. They're not going to make them play tomorrow. Thanks for a great week in Washington. So happy for Alex. Yeah. It's been a big week in Washington this week. But this is just the start of the US series. We've got Canada, Cincinnati, and then, of course, US Open in a couple of weeks. So it's busy. Busy times ahead. And then it becomes quiet times, which is for a couple of weeks. Probably Wednesday. Yeah, I'd say Wednesday. I'd be pretty surprised if any of today's players played on tomorrow. US Open has a roof? Oh, thank God. No more match. There's no other matches to do today. And I also don't want to do any other matches today. Because I know how busy it's going to be tomorrow. So, and I have to do the rankings video that I couldn't do yesterday. So, yeah. There's a lot of things I have to do in preparation for next week. But I have to do the rankings video first and then go from there. Because that rankings video is... I haven't done one for a couple of weeks because there hasn't been much going on. Has Anisimova disappeared after a great last year? She's still top 10, but the next few weeks are going to be really important for her, ranking-wise. But yeah, we'll see. We will see. Got my Tennis Talk shirt in the mail. Love it. Oh, nice. Thank you for supporting the channel. Thanks for buying some merch. Appreciate it. Thanks for supporting the channel with merch. Yeah, it'll be top 20 in the rankings right now. Yep. That's going to be part of the video. Pliskova versus Andreeva could be good tomorrow. Ooh, interesting. Interesting. I'm disappointed about that. Hopefully she bounces back. Oh, what, Anisimova? Yeah. Well, she's got her old coach back. She's got him back. So, yeah, at least that could be a positive move. So, yeah, at least he's back in the house. So then maybe they can sort out what's been going wrong and go from there. And Anisimova hasn't had any deep runs this year or made a final and not defending points. Yeah. I mean, look, we know that happens though, right? I mean, somebody breaks out the year they try and back it up. It's not always easy. Do I get a rest now? I don't know. Depends on the schedule for tomorrow. I hope that I don't have to wake up at 1 a.m. tomorrow. That would be nice. If I could go to bed at like 6 and wake up at 3 a.m., that would be nice. So hopefully the schedule tomorrow is not too hectic. That would be nice. But for the rest of the day, well, it's just 6 a.m., so it just started. I'll make the rankings show video, and then I'll I don't know, sleep, nap, watch some matches without yelling. Thanks, Dutchy. Yeah, the big hitters don't start till Thursday, Friday. No, they start tomorrow. The big hitters start tomorrow. We could have Sabalenka Swiatek on tomorrow. So, yeah. I know that we're going to be doing stuff tomorrow. I just don't know when. Tomorrow's when things kick off. So, Eala's not going to pull out of next week, is she? Is she going to? Nah. She'll play, right? I'm a little worried though, because she did say in her interview or on court, she said, thanks to the physios for getting me through this week. Or for helping me this week. And that's a very direct, thanks to, people don't thank the physios. I don't know. I mean, she's not obliged to play, but they did kind of promote Wednesday as the people her tour, it's her night. It's Eala night, Wednesday night, and they sold all the tickets already. So it's like they kind of put her in a hard spot of yeah, well, you kind of have to play because we've told everybody you were going to be here. So she's sort of obligated to be there, but I don't know. Maybe she's just being thankful. Yeah, maybe, but I don't know. It's just a strange thing to thank the physios for helping her this week. And you go, helping her what? With her arm, probably, right? So maybe she's had a lot of again, I think that I find it strange to thank the physios. It's almost like thank you because I wouldn't have won without you, and you're like, oh, so she needed treatment every day, and if she's needing treatment, then her arm obviously isn't. Maybe it's her arm, and it's not great. But then again, you might be right. Maybe she's just thanking the physios because they work on everybody every day. It's not like the physios work on the injured and that's it. Every player gets treatment, post-match stretching, all that stuff, right? So she might have just been thanking them for their work. But I don't know. That was just a very interesting... I haven't heard players thank the physios unless they've been dealing with an injury and the treatment has helped them win. If it wasn't for them, I wouldn't have been able to play, right? So that's where I'm a little concerned about how sore is she, is that arm bad or what's up? It's possible her team might decide to rest is best. Yeah. Rest is best. Like, she has zero, like, there's no reason to play Canada for Eala. Like, I don't see any reason except continuing form and trying to beat Noskova for the first time, which is a big hurdle. Besides those two things, there's the risk of getting injured is higher. Is like risk of getting the risk of things like her whatever the physios were working on getting worse, or it, you know, I feel like rest is better than trying to beat Noskova at this stage. She'll get a chance to play Noskova again, but I don't think it's worth overplaying or playing too much if she doesn't have to. She might pull out tomorrow. Like, I'll tell you if she does. If Eala does withdraw, I'll let you know. But I think winning this tournament you got to think that she might withdraw next week. Even more so because, you know, you don't want to get injured again or keep getting, you know, get more injured or get worse, right? We don't want Eala to wear herself out. Well, that's the thing too, right? You got to manage yourself too. You know, I don't know if she was expecting herself to do so well this week, or at least, you know, she beat 3 great players in a row. She beat 5 great players in the tournament, right? Everyone she played has been a former Grand Slam finalist or top 10 player. So she's had a crazy week. And then she's got to back it up in Canada, which mentally, emotionally, physically is going to be very tough. So, yeah. So I wouldn't be surprised if she pulled out. But you think she won't play Cincinnati? No, she'll play Cincy. I think it's better to play Cincy, to be honest. At least in Cincinnati, she won't be playing a top 10 player in the first or the third round. She'll avoid top 10 players until the 4th round now with the ranking. So, yeah. You know what she might do, though? She might play the first match on the Wednesday night and then decide not to play after that. She could play one match and then decide to withdraw. That could also be a thing. She'll probably also have a hangover for the next couple of days. Well, I mean, yeah, there's always that, like, title-winning hangover, right? You win a match, win the biggest trophy of your career, and you have a massive achievement. It's always a possibility that you don't do so well the next match. Anyways, all right, chap. I'm going to get out of here because I need to make videos and eat. Oof. Andreescu's losing now, which is annoying. She was winning. But good day of finals. Thank you for joining us. Big day of finals, of course. Yesterday, we were supposed to get this done. We had an extra day. Bonus day. Bonus day. Fritz wins his first trophy of the year. 7-6, 6-4. He beats Jodar in the final. And he is the champion of Washington. He and Jodar will go to Montreal and try and win a 1,000. Both of those guys are going to be some of the favorites at that tournament now. Even with Zverev in the draw, you'd think that these two guys are going to like their chances. But Eala, Fritz, they're champions of Washington. I'll see you tomorrow.